Hello everyone, and welcome to our lesson for today. For today's lesson, we are looking at the second part of getting to know letters. So let's get started.
Materials.
For today's lesson, you will need paper and pencil. Grab that special handwriting paper if you have it. If you don't, any paper will work just fine. We have 3 learning targets for our lesson today. The first target says, I can follow along in a shared text or poem. The second target says, I can search for letters in a familiar text or poem, the letters G and I. The last target says, I can follow directions for writing letters G and I.
Read aloud.
The grumpy iguana. I spy an iguana grabbing insects on a gate. He acts a little grumpy 'cause he's itchy and it's late. A goose glides on over, inspecting the scene. The iguana ignores her. That's really quite mean. The goose inches closer. She says, Good evening to you. I'll give you some grapes. That's what I'll do. Oh, thank you, says Iguana. Now I don't feel so blue. I am going to read the first part of the Grumpy Iguana again. And as I read through, I want you to listen very closely and see if you can notice the letters G and I. If you hear me say any words that begin with the letter G or I want you to touch your nose. Get ready to listen. I spy an iguana grabbing insects on a gate. He acts a little grumpy 'cause he's itchy and it's late. A goose glides on over, inspecting the scene. The iguana ignores her. That's really quite mean. I hope you heard a lot of G and I words and touched your nose. Now I'm going to read the second part of the poem, and I want you to listen again very carefully and see if you hear me say any words that begin with the letters G and I. If you do, touch your nose again. Get ready. Here's the second part. The goose inches closer. She says, Good evening to you. I'll give you some grapes. That's what I'll do. Oh, thank you, says Iguana. Now I don't feel so blue. Nice job listening and finding all of those G and I words.
Sounds.
Let's say our letter sound chant to help us remember those key words for the sounds of G and I. Ready? I want you to repeat them after me. Remember, the key words are the keys to unlocking the sounds we hear. We'll start with the letter G first. Repeat after me. G, g, goose. G, g, goose. I, iguana. I, iguana. Awesome job.
Writing.
Today, we are going to practice writing the letters G and I. But before we do that, let's practice skywriting them again. We're going to start with the letter G, and we're going to make the sound. I want you to watch me first, and then you will try. Ready? Starting with the uppercase G. 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 You try. Good.
G, G.
Uppercase G. Now let's do the lowercase g. Watch as I start first and then you'll try. Starting at the belly line.
G, G.
Your turn. Right.
G, G.
Lowercase g. Now let's try the uppercase I. Watch me first. I. I. Your turn. Right. I. Uppercase I. Now let's do the lowercase I. Watch first. I. Your turn. Right. I. Lowercase I. Awesome work, Skywriting. Now it's time to really have fun as we practice writing our letters on that special handwriting paper. Remember, it's fine if you don't have it. We're going to take our pencil as we start with the uppercase G. We're going to start at the top, the headline, and we're going to drag our pencil all the way around, making that curved line to the left, coming down to the foot line, and then coming back up to the belly line and coming in just a little bit right to our curve. And we've made the uppercase G. Now let's make the lowercase g. Starting on the belly line, we're going to curve it around to the left, come back up to the belly line, come down to the tail line, and come up, curving it just a little bit. And we've made the lowercase g. Now let's make the uppercase I. We're starting at the headline. We're going to drag our line down to the foot line, go back up to the top to the headline, and cross our line right there at the headline. Then come to the foot line and cross our line at the bottom on the foot line. Right. Now let's do the lowercase I. Starting at the belly line, we're going to drag our line down to the foot line, come back to the top, and make a dot right on top of our line. And we've made the lowercase I. Nice work with your handwriting.
Closing reflection.
When we write the letter I, how can we remember where to start? Yes, we start at the belly line, right? And how will that help us with writing? Nice job thinking. Keep up the good work, practicing writing the letters G and I. Thanks for joining me for our lesson today as we met all of our learning targets again. You helped me follow along in our poem, and you helped me with handwriting and writing our letters G and I. I hope you learned a lot, and I will see you next time. Bye.